Generating operating reports and composite logs has always been a tedious task. Some 30 years ago, these were done manually, sometimes hand or typewritten, or even sent by fax. Like everything else in the past, composite logs were written and drawn, compiling all the logs and well data using ink in one display on tracing paper and printed as blueprints. This paper and ink copy was considered a proto-single well database. As the amount of well data and types increased, usually with increasing complexity, the good old composite log style was no longer good enough to contain the data and display them correctly. The data became too scattered and disorganized. Then, a major change took place in the year 2000. Colors. Now logs could be displayed in color and more data could be presented accurately. The lithology could be better described with more defining characteristics. During this time, gas data also started to be incorporated into the composite logs. This increased the value of information displayed in a composite log. Fast forward to many years later, the quality of the composite log is then enhanced with information ranging from well events to preliminary interpretation of hydrocarbons. However, there was still one major problem. It was still just a display of data in PDF or image format, and therefore the data was not extractable. The Petronas teams had to perform PDF digitization, which required a lot of time, effort, money, and manpower. That's why, starting in 2018, iGo introduced a dynamic single well database, one that contains all the logs, reports, descriptions, and well preliminary results digitally available for extraction. This dynamic, highly secure database manages and centralizes all the well data neatly within a single ODF file. With this file format, all the data from a well is available in a single file, even years after the well is drilled. The ODF file can be accessed from GO software and is extractable as raw data and can be loaded into any analytical software. There is no longer a need to get different data from different sources, for example, raw wireline data from a petrophysicist or rate of penetration data from a drilling engineer. iGo has also introduced real-time well monitoring system that allows for any data monitoring, uploading, and maintenance to be effectively carried out by the well site geologists themselves. Real-time monitoring translates to real-time discussions and decision-making. With the integration of real-time monitoring and single well database, the data capture and storage will be more accurate, reliable, and ready to be uploaded to the corporate databank. No extra resources are needed to run this database. Everything is compressed without any reduction in resolution.